Today on December 31st, 2015, to be at this very, very special place. Such a honor to be here, to be back here. And the question was, in a way, how was this experience this morning? However, it's in a way, how was the experience so far since I arrived here in Egypt? It was very, very intense. As soon as I arrived, I got very intense headaches, and this is just all gone and released. So I really experience the whole thing as in a way, as a resurrection, as a liberation, and I think it's very, very significant to have had or to still have this experience at this place, which is dedicated, which is in the honor of Isis, and also hearing the story of Isis and Osiris and Horus, in a way the experience which I had over the past 4 days. It's very, very much about this story, and in a way I felt really like I was like split in many parts, as Osiris was like cut in these 14 parts, and then Isis in a way bringing these pieces together. So my personal experience, it's really in a way reflected in this story, and just very, very special and just very peaceful, and in a way an experience from being split into many parts and being like completely lost, and this is very scary experience, and still holding the trust. And where I found the trust the most is right in here, in the heart, and very I was not, in a way, not able to speak a lot or to find words for my experience, and it's still in a way difficult to find it right now. But it's really in a way like being split into many parts, and then after we split and we think the world is falling apart, the world is not falling apart, the world is falling into its place while we think the world is falling apart. And so this gives me in a way a lot of hope for the whole planet, for all of humanity, because so many people on the planet are, or whether it's on a personal level or on a collective level, many have this experience that the world is falling apart, and many are going through these fears and scared about the future. And so just through having gone through this experience, which is still going on, I think it's really trusting in here and just knowing it's not falling apart, it's falling into place. And so that gives me a lot of hope for this new year to come, 2016, and the years beyond. And I think it's going to be a very, very good year. So it seems very chaotic, but in a way, really, it's falling into place. And I had an intention I stated at the beginning of the journey, which was about remembrance, which was about balance, and it is about world peace. And I think, which so much about on a personal level or for our group, I think that's really for, in general, a message. So to really, as we really remember who we are, why we are here on this planet at this particular time, I think through this remembrance we find the balance, and the balance, we need to find this balance first within, and then just when we are in balance to share that with others, this message, and that others find in balance, and then through the balance, when things start to balance out, then the world peace, this vision so many are holding and praying for, in no matter what religion we are from, I think then this world peace, this vision, this what we maybe think it's an utopia, it is indeed possible. And so I'm speaking here with a lot of hope and new gained strength, and I'm really forever grateful. And experience inside, as I was there as the only man in this group of women, of goddesses, to stand there as a man. I wasn't speaking too much, but I was really standing there for all the other men here on the planet. And so I really wish there's gonna be more men following this journey and standing in circle with the women, because it's through that also how we are balancing it out. And so many talk about this finding the union between the masculine and the feminine, but ultimately when the masculine and feminine found each other, what can come through is then the divine child, and it's this inner child we all have within. So as we balance this masculine and feminine aspects within ourselves, then the divine child we all carry within us can be reborn. And though I would say this place here, Temple of Isis, that's a place of rebirth. And so it's in a way a new birth for me personally, and I pray it's a rebirth also for the collective and for all of humanity. And I just want to end here, really give my deep gratitude and thanks from the bottom of my heart to Mohammed Nazmi who made this happen, that we had this private visit here. And so I'm really grateful for him, for our group, and for this experience overall.